Hello and welcome to our second annual virtual banquet for your 2020-2021 boys basketball team. A short sprint of a season. Came and went pretty fast after a long hiatus, but enjoyed it the whole way. There was a lot of close games that came down to the wire. A few that didn't go our way, but there's some great learning experiences through it all. So we ended up 7-8, and we started off. We were competing with Porta, Q&D. We had a couple overtime losses, and really, when it came down to it, we had 6 losses. That at the end of regulation, I think it was 23 points, so less than 2 possessions a game. And that's kind of one of those things when we had a lot of roster turnover from the last season, and we didn't get a lot of opportunities to be together and get some of that rhythm and just familiarity with each other that you usually get over the summer and things like that. But throughout the season, I thought we progressed kind of in phases. I wish it would have been kind of a little quicker than it was, but there was a time where our defense was pretty suspect, and when we switched to our 1-3-1, we did it in a day, and then we came out and we were the only team to beat West Central all season. So that showed that the guys were still locked in and we're still eager to try to learn and fix things. But so our defense was kind of shored up after that, and we were really defending at a high level. And then our offense kind of went away. We weren't making shots like we really needed to. We weren't creating like we needed to. And then after the Payson game, which, the guys know this, but that was probably one of the most pivotal moments of the season, just because we sat down and talked about it and kind of, were able to regroup, and the guys were honest, and I appreciate that. And, we switched up our whole offensive scheme, and, from that point, we ended up winning 4 out of our last 5 games. So again, that's kind of one of those things like, you kind of find yourself through a season, and we were just kind of starting to get everything in the right direction, and our unselfishness was really coming out, and I was, really looking forward, to what could be if we only played, basically half a season down the stretch, if it was a full year. But happy that we got the opportunity to do it. And still, like I said, we were able to grow throughout the season, develop some different things throughout the season, find some stuff that worked for us. And so that was really enjoyable for me. So same thing with the junior varsity. Took some lumps, definitely had some low points, but at the same time, he had some huge wins. So there was a lot of good things with the JV. Big wins down the stretch, too. I think they ended up winning about 4 out of their last 5 as well. So that was good to see. So let's look at a couple of awards here. So the first one we're going to do is Most Improved Player. A lot of good candidates. Like I said, Glory, I think more than anybody else, improved his scoring average. Bless improved his the most rebounding average from season to season. But really, I thought And there's a couple other guys that, we had Owen and Lucas starting for us, and they, definitely spot minute type guys as freshmen, and they were able to start every game as sophomores. So I thought they did a good job in their roles. But I got these three guys here for most improved candidates here. We got William Davidsmeyer. He was our sixth man pretty much all season long. Started for us a few games in there as well, but his length was great. He had good awareness. Then we got Trayvon. Trey really took a step, I think, just overall in maturity and, just getting his body right, and huge steps from where he was a couple years ago. I mean, that's like not even the same type of player. So that's good. He was always able to knock down a shot if he was open, kind of a spot up shooter, but he did a lot of extra things. I kind of trusted him to inbounds for us, but, definitely reliable when he got called on. And then there's the Triangle King, Alan Villegas. Once we switched from more of a line eye, off the dribble, create type of thing to more of a sharing, passing, spacing, triangle, he really flourished, which was awesome to see. And down the stretch, he was huge for us with his assists, just being smart in the triangle, making reads. I thought he did a great job, and kudos to him for staying with it, and honestly, kind of being not put in the right position, but now that we were able to kind of get the best version of the legs. So that was awesome to see. But as far as the winner for most improved, I got to go with Trayvon. So Trey, great job. As a junior, we're going to look for, and all those guys are juniors really. So we're going to look for those guys next year to keep improving and keep progressing and doing things the right way. So good job to you, Trey. Thank you. Most improved, Trey McKinney. All right, now we're really only going to go with 2 awards. So let's look at our candidates for the MVP. 3 guys that were kind of headlining for us all season long. We got Glory, Clement, and Bless. And Glory, again, kind of did everything for us. He was our best shooter. He, averaged 15 and 5. One of the only guys that we could rely on night in and night out on a consistent basis to make shots. So we really relied on his playmaking and shot making this season more than we have in the past, because we had a lot of guys, the 5 seniors that graduated last year, and he was able to step into that role seamlessly and really be a huge leader for us on the offensive end. But again, his court awareness and his ability to stay in front and defend was also a great asset for us. So, and then we look at Clement. Clement averaged was 9 and 8, but I mean those are real big numbers. But at the same time, even the other stuff, like I think he's probably our defensive player of the year if we have that award. But on the defensive end, he's able to disrupt guys with his length and with his quickness and his size and speed combined is just really was huge for us all over the floor, whether we're pressing or in the half court. Everywhere he played, he played everywhere in the 1-3-1. So he was awesome at it, and a couple blocks he throw in every game, and even the last game we had, he had 20 rebounds. So he's going to be missed in with his roles. And then Bless averaged 12 and he led us in rebounds, so 12 and 9 I think. But no, could do it all. Really kind of found himself later in the season, because there was a couple stretches where he was turning the ball over a little too much, trying to do too much. And once he kind of started to to trust his teammates with things, then he really was coming on really strong at the end of the season. And his same thing, his length, his ability to protect the rim was really the anchor of the defense. So really snatching boards at the end of the season the way that we want him to. And, it's playing terrific down the stretch. But the MVP, most valuable, goes to King Glory, everybody. The most valuable player for us this season, I think, without a doubt, had a bunch of games where he was putting up 20. Not sure how many there were, but a lot where he had 20, and we could tell the difference whenever he would be in foul trouble. There was a big a void that was left when we would have to go to the bench. But no, man, I mean, tremendous job by Glory from where he was as a freshman, where he wasn't even on the varsity, and just getting better and better and better. And then even I'd say probably the last 2 years our best shooter. So it's awesome to see how much he's developed, and he definitely earned the MVP honors this season. So congratulations to Glory. All right, and last, probably to send out some thank yous to everybody that was making this possible this season. I know it was a lot of adversity coming on, but thankfully we didn't have any COVID shutdowns at all this season. So that was great, kind of a relief that we got through it without anything, out any cases on the team or anything like that. But big thank you to Coach Howard getting us set up, putting the games online for us. I got to say thank you to Coach Lewis filming those as well. Some of our guys that were helping out, our stat men, Trent, great job with the stats. Thank you to you, sir. And Coach Gann helping out with coaching our JV up, coach of the month, as they say, through February of the JV season. So thanks, Coach. And everybody that tuned in and was able to get a glimpse of what we were able to do this season. Thank you guys for that. But really gonna miss our seniors, Glory and Clement, and as everybody knows, Bless as well. If we include him as far as our put him in the transfer portal, I guess. But a lot of production that's going to be missed next season. So there's going to be a lot that we have to develop still. Again, it's going to be one of those things. You just gotta keep improving, got to keep working at it. We'll find what works for us next season. It might not be the same thing, but definitely gotta start right away of getting back in there and looking to improve on some things for next year. So no highlight film this year right now. Again, if you want to see some great ball, go back and watch West Central, probably our game of the year. Go back and watch how well we played against Williamsville. I would say that's our best offensive game of the year, no doubt. So you don't have to watch Plains, but there's definitely a lot of great moments, and I can't thank our guys, all our players up and down the roster. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for listening and keeping this thing going the right way. And we'll see you guys here in a little bit, and we'll keep that work up and have a good season next year. All right. Thank you guys.